Hey guys, Manchu here. Today I'm going to show you a track. I decided to make something like a copy of the track by Estiva called Starwave. By the way, it's a #1 on Beatport in a progressive house genre. Sounds really cool. Estiva is a cool music producer. I really like it. I remember how it produced a lot of progressive trance tracks, but now it's #1 on the Beatport. I guess it's a colorized label. It sounds like that. By the way, a lot of guys called this genre melodic techno. Beatport says that it's progressive house. If you know the particular genre of this track, please write down in the comments. So let's listen to this track and I'll explain what I used here. So it sounds like that. I really like this track. That sounds really cool. Let me explain what I used in this track. Let's start from the rhythm section. Let me explain what I used in this track. So I used a kick. I decided to use kick with a attack, something like with punch, because I heard it in this track by Estiva. We have two different types of the kick. Something like filtered kick and the main kick, something like that. Not so big, but sounds cool. Also we have here a snare. It's a short snare. By the way, if we listen to the Estiva track, we can hear a really small kind of snare, something like that. But I decided to add a snare with a reverb, something like a room reverb. Also we have here this drum loop, also with a snare. We have a head, we have percussion loop, something like that. Also we have shakers, and right, and also open head. Let's listen to these instruments together. Sounds like that. And there are a lot of textures in these drums, something like that. You can hear something like a noise. By the way, it's a drum loop from my drum pack you can find on my Patreon. By the way, I'll upload this project to my Boosty Patreon. You can find this project there. Maybe you want to know how I produce these tracks, all their procession, etc. Please check link in the description. So also we have this one. It also has something like a noise, and it's really it sounds really cool. By the way, we can hear some noise in the original track by Estiva. Yes, something like a texture or noise. I decided to make it using this percussion loop. It also has some noise and sounds really cool. So next we have this really cool feature. I decided to make something like a pad with a pitch. Something like that. This automation of the cutoff filter, and here we have automation for the pitch. Sounds really cool when we have this change. By the way, I heard this feature in the original track. Sounds really cool. We have a bass, we have sub bass. It's just a rolling bass, and we have this mid bass. By the way, if we had some basses like sound on the main drop, like a copy of the chords we have here, we don't have any chords. It sounds more like melodic house and techno, or melodic techno. It's not a progressive trance now, because a lot of producers who produced progressive trance now produces melodic techno or progressive house, something like that. I made something like automation, tiny bit for cutoff filter. so to make something like less visible or hearable. I don't know, in this part, in intro, by the way, in outro part, and more hearable, visible in the intro drop. Yeah, something like that. Also, we have these instruments. I decided to use 3 presets. It sounds like melodic house and techno because we have some steps or something, and if you hear this track, you can hear to these steps, something like that. Also, we have something like a melody. Yeah, it sounds really cool. By the way, when I heard this sound, I decided to check my library, and I found this sound. Sounds really closer to this track. I don't know what the preset Estiva used, but sound a bit similar. So also we have the main melody. It sounds something like in the wall track. It started here and stopped like that, and we hear some automation for the filter. Yeah. I decided to use 2 layers of Serum, and we have the melody. Melody is the same like in original because I copied it. Sounds like that, and we have this procession here. I decided to make this one. So we have a Q, OTT to make sound a bit fat. Also, I decided to use a filter, of course, to make arrangement in this track. We have delay effects, and I decided to make a send channel to this Valhalla reverb. By the way, a really cool preset, very nice hall. I decided to make it, and sidechain. Oh, and I decided to use a Crush. It's a plugin of the distortion, something like that. To make this something like a noisy fix when the filter comes down, but then I decided to turn it off because I think it sounds not so clear, and I decided to turn it off. So this main plug sounds like that. Also, we have something like that. It sounds a bit different than in original track because I decided to make it on one note, just like this. Yeah. Also, we have this instrument like a pad. I decided to use a gross beat, something like that. It's something like additional layer of this plug. It sounds the same with the note of the plug, but I decided to make them long. Yeah, also we have something like a synth fill with a lot of delay. Also we have a wrist bass here. Also we have just one note. We don't have chords, we have just one note things. So we have several fixes. Something like that. Also we have a small snare roll here in the first breakdown. Yeah, we have risers. And I decided to make this noise with a reverb. Because I heard it in the original track, by the way, sounds really cool. We have impact. And we have this something like a step, or I don't know. Yeah, sounds really atmosphere with this sample. So what do you think, guys, about this copy? Maybe I should add something, I don't know. Maybe you have some advice, suggestions. Feel free to use comment section. As I said, this project will be on my Patreon. You can find a lot of projects that I'm showing here. By the way, I have another channel. I speak Russian there because my main language is Russian, and I made there more full tutorial, something like a half or something like half. Something like hour and a half, yeah. Sorry. And it's really a big tutorial. Maybe you want to see how I made it, and maybe check some features, I don't know. Anyway, this project I upload to my Patreon, Boosty. Feel free to check all the links in the description if you want to know how I made this track. Yeah, something like that. So Menchi was here. Bye bye, guys.